today we're gonna go pick up a parts car. I did have someone that was gonna trailer it, but they bailed on me, and I don't have my truck back, so I can't trailer it. So we're just gonna take the risk of driving there, picking it up, and driving it all the way back. We're going kind of far, and the guy in the description said that the transmission is bad. So it says the final drive is bad, so I might just try to keep it in like D3. It's an automatic Integra, so I hope and pray for the best. It's gonna be, see if the risk is worth the reward. Anyways, I just thought I'd take you guys out for the adventure so you guys can see kind of what I do behind the scenes with buying, selling, parting out cars, and that way you guys can kind of see like the process and the profit. So the process and the profit from doing this, in case you guys ever want to do this yourself. And I'm gonna kind of do like a video series in a sense. Like I'll keep updating you along the way, and then when I finally get the car gone, I will show you how much profit I made. So that way, I don't know, in case anyone else wants to do this, I figured I'll show you how it is worth the money and worth the effort to do. And it's just a really good side gig to have. Alright guys, this thing is super sketchy. Front end damage, like underneath the car. The suspension's all loose. So send your prayers. Hopefully your boy makes it in one piece. So I'm not gonna film too much. I don't even know where I put the keys. But, because I'm actually just gonna try to get there. It is really loud too, so you're not gonna be able to hear me anyways. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. Transmission's shifting fine. The only thing that's sketchy is the whole front end is loose. I feel like I'm driving my freaking 81 square body right now, and I'm in an Acura Integra, so I'm trying to stay off the interstate as best I can and hope for the best. I mean, we'll get onto the car when I get it back home and kind of just see everything. This thing is gross too on the inside. The guy used it for delivering, so, but yeah, still driving at least, not overheating or anything. So sketchy merging on the interstate slow because it's 80 miles an hour. It doesn't even sound like a car, it's so bad. I think this is the worst exhaust I've ever heard in my life. Worse than a 350Z. We made it, barely. That was the sketchiest drive I've ever done, and that was way too long of a road trip to take. with this thing. But anyways, yeah, I'll give you a walk around. Look at this piece. So we got the Rice taillights, the exhaust. I don't even know what is under here. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, there's not even a top to the muffler. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that explains why it's so loud. I didn't even look under it. I was just like, oh gosh. But anyways, yeah, got some somewhat decent looking wheels. I might just throw the set of snow tires that came with it on these and then use them on my GSR or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, probably not a straight panel on this thing. These doors look okay, but little dings and stuff. Interior is disgusting. It literally was like driving an ashtray down the highway. It was so gross. The smell is like making me nauseous, but seats aren't horrible. Just a little rip right here. Typical. It's a regular B18 with a hot air intake. Oh, it looks like they even have a block warmer in it. That's fancy. But yeah, the thing ran completely smooth. It ran and drove smooth. Transmission shifted fine. So I don't really know what the noise or whatever he thought was the transmission. Oh, I just realized it has some aftermarket headers, but they look a little clapped. It came with these studded snow tires, so I needed snow tires for my Integra, so those are definitely going on my car. But that's very nice because those are basically free with the car. And then the rest of the snow tires, some old parts, I guess. I don't know, we'll go through it. Well, I just slammed the trunk and the spoiler came off. Wow. Anyways, I got stuff I gotta do tonight, but we'll come back in the morning and kind of pick apart the car, see what's in it, and see how bad the suspension is underneath it. Not that it matters, it's not gonna be pulling it apart, but I just want to see what that feeling was. Like, it just felt like the whole time I was just shaking and going like this down the road. Anytime I hit a bump or went around a corner, the car was just doing this. So sketchy. 10 out of 10, don't recommend doing that. Alright guys, it's the next day, so let's dig into the car and see what treasures we can find. I think we'll start with getting these tires out. We already know those are here. These look pretty new, so that is a very nice blessing. I guess we'll take those two out from the trunk. Are these new? No, they're old. Yeah, there's a clapped out bushing. Scrap bin. Got old window switch. I'm guessing it's probably junk because like the number one thing with Integras is the window switches are always floppy. Alright, well I got it up. Nothing under there. I don't even know how they got it in here. They crammed it. I guess we'll find out what's in this box. I didn't even look through any of this. I probably should have. Made sure there wasn't, I don't even know, something in there that was weird. This carpet? Oh, I think, yeah, the back of the seat. Carpet. Oh, sweet. Mud flaps. Stock intake. Oh, yeah, that's a good score. Heck yeah. Dang, Ricer's putting hot air intakes. At least he saved it. Usually people just toss these. This has got the whole setup. These are the rear flaps, I'm guessing. We'll just keep all this right in this box for now, because organize it later. I have like, I don't even know how many of these. No, actually, because I just sold one. And then I shipped one off to my boy Tani over in Norway. No, that's weird. It's a one piece. I'm used to Civics where it's a two-piece seat. That's kind of neat. What we got down here? Window regulator? Yep. Anything fancy in here? Besides ashes? Trash? Let's see. I think I already looked in here. Oh, aux cord. Giant fuse for the subwoofer wiring. The floor is so nasty. I don't know Maybe this is delivery stuff you had sitting here or whatever, but I don't think there's really much in here. A little rear view mirror, or whatever you want to call it, cover, light bulb. What the? Guess there we go. Not too many surprises in this car. Usually got a bunch of junk in them when I buy them, so it's kind of nice at least. They don't have stuff I gotta throw away. I almost forgot. I wanted to see what the suspension looked like underneath. I don't have much time today, but we're gonna try to do this quick, jack it up, and see how sketchy this was, because that drive was terrifying. Actually, let's see if the wheel bearings are even good. I'm feeling a tiny bit of play side to side this way, which is going to be tie rods. So kind of not that bad though, from where I would be like feeling the whole car sway all the time. Let's see. Those bushings look decent. Ooh, look at that tire. You can tell the alignment's off from that. Yeah, that one's smoked too on the inside. I'm not seeing anything like too terrible, but man, like you could definitely feel a lot of play in the steering, and that ball joint's probably whooped. But yeah, like the entire car was swaying. I'm almost wondering if maybe the bushings on the rear are bad, or maybe something's just bent. Obviously it's out of alignment, but I wonder if something's bent and it's just pulling all over the place from whatever he did. Oh my gosh, I just found the problem. Hi, pups. Look at this. Yeah, that is the wheel bearing, dude. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. I drove like well over an hour back home on that. That's why I pray a lot, because that wheel could have easily flew off while I was driving 70 miles an hour. That also explains the noise the guy was hearing. He said it was making a noise, and then when the guy test drove it before me, it wasn't making the noise anymore. And then when I drove it, I couldn't really hear anything over the exhaust, but it didn't make any like transmission shutters or any feel of the transmission. So I was definitely hearing a humming, but I couldn't really tell where it was coming from. There it is. I thought it was going to be a bushing was gone or maybe a wheel bearing, but I couldn't hear the wheel bearing noise, so I didn't really think it was a wheel bearing. But there's our culprit. And I only ended up paying $500 for the whole car, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I gotta get a new notepad to write stuff down on, but just to keep track of the profit and what I sell off of the vehicle. So just the rear disc conversion alone, I usually get around $400 for. The motor I'll probably get maybe $300-400 for. So I mean, just right there, I'm already at profit. So those are like the big ticket items off an Integra. I will keep you guys updated along the way and kind of have a final result with all the numbers on like a piece of paper. It'll be easier for me to keep track of by just making note of it and like having my own personal receipt for it, and then show you guys the amount of profit I made in the end. I usually like to sell the motor with the rest of the car because it's just easier for me since I still don't have my truck back. I can't take anything to scrap, so I just make the people that want to buy the swap take the rest of the car, and it's been working out really good that way. That way they also get some money in return. Like they pay $400 for the motor and then they scrap the car and get $200 back. So works out for them too. A lot of people like that. So that's just kind of how I do it right now. And anyone that's going to kind of give me a hard time about parting out this car, like it is beyond worth of saving. It's got front end damage, as you can see. Like everything's been replaced up here. Underneath, you can see the core support is bent in a little bit, and it's automatic. So I mean, really, and it's tan interior, so that's kind of a downside. Usually, you get a little more money out of the interior when it's black, blue, or whatever. So it's not worth saving. This car, you would have to dump thousands of dollars into. The quarter panel on this side is not great. So yeah, whatever. You can hate me in the comments if you want, but got to make $1, and I'm saving other Integras by getting rid of a clapped out one. It was gonna go straight to the crusher too. So yeah, I'm parting it out rather than going to a crusher. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I'm gonna take the wheels off tomorrow and drop the snow tires off at a tire shop and try to get those on my Integra here soon because I keep getting snow here and there. But If you did like this style video, let me know in the comments if you want to see more like buying car adventures and stuff like that. There'll be a lot more once I get my truck back, if I ever do. If you did like the video, I appreciate a like. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the builds and the projects. And follow my Instagram, Conjo_brothers, if you want to see more updates on there. Also, I finally set up a remote P.O. box, so if you guys want to send me stuff in the mail, go right ahead. All the information is on a pinned post. I also have information for a PayPal.me account because I had a couple people asked to donate to the channel, and I finally just kind of set up a thing for that as well. I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.